Here we go, guys. Welcome to this week's show. Last week you saw us back on the Durban Harbour. We're still here. First down. I'm on again with the cracker shrimp. Fishing again with the little procasters and the little lagooners. Targeting big spotted grunter. With light Siglon fluorocarbon. 10 pounds. Little number 6 mustard chinnoos. And this is not a huge fish, but it's still a lovely fight on this light tackle. There's another one to start the day, and this one's nice and lightly hooked. Get that little mustard out. Cheers, mate. All I'm doing is I'm just going through that second segment there, coming out on the other side like that, and that's it. Now what the grunter does, he comes and sucks it in, and you're on.
Alright, the trace that I'm using here, because we're in 14 meters of water, what I'm doing is I'm using what we call a dropper loop. No swivels, so actually it's just less hardware in the water, looks more natural. So I've actually got two lures. I've got 10 pound Siglon fluorocarbon. Obviously got that dropper loop knot there, just Google it, I'm sure you can find it. I've got a little mustard chinoo, number 6 hook there. Perfect, it's chemically sharpened, small barb, it's a strong hook and it's offset, so it's perfect for grunter fishing like this. And on the bottom, see I've got another dropper loop. There we go, Dean's on. That's a small grunter, but they're all a bit of fun on this light tackle. No problem, bud.
Unfortunately, this guy's a bit deeply hooked again. Cheers, buddy. No way. I'm making them a little bit barbless. As long as you make them a little bit barbless, it creates almost like a film around it, and they work themselves all the way back through the fish, and they eventually come out. So as long as you instead of digging inside the fish and hurting its gills and all that, just clip it off and just put him back. That hook will work through the system, and eventually it'll work its way out.
Alright, myself and Dean, we've decided that we're going to leave the deeps now. It's getting a little bit boring here. It's just really random fishing, just floating in 14 meters of water. So we're going to go onto the banks now. We've got an hour and 40 minutes until spring high tide. So we're going to go right up next to a bank where they get the sand like that and it drops off. Those banks which are exposed on the low tide are now in about 1.5 meters of water on the high tide. Now what happens is this fish, the grunts will move up onto that bank, and with those extended mouths they puff and they push the sand prawn or cracker prawn out of there, and that's how they eat them there. As well as the stingrays move up there as well. They sit up, they come up, they feed on the bank, they get a bit of extra heat from the sun. We're in January now. There's been a lot of brown skates and honeys there as well. So we're gonna go anchor up right next to one of those banks. We're gonna put some baits up onto the bank, and yeah, hopefully we get some better fish.
Happy as I possibly can.
Or we were swinging, I don't know, it looked like it. On! Oh! Is it still there? It's still there. What's happening here?
Coming straight at you.
Yeah, he's going straight at me. Maybe not as big as we thought. It felt nice at the beginning. No, he's not as big. And normally we actually get a lot of different species. We came at a target grunter, but often you get a little stumpy and you get a sole, we've had a little cobbin here, kingies. Today it's just been grunter show. So I've just taken the hook out. There's a juvenile. That little there on the side is a razor sharp gill. You got to watch out for that. The spines are very sharp. This spine here is bad. You got to be careful, especially the bigger fish. They puff those fish out they crack out the hole like that. Very similar to a carp. The way they feed. Well, I don't actually fish for carp, but from what I gather, they seem similar. Let's check this little boy back. There, boy. Ooh, the concussion. That's a good fish. That's a nice fish. Can you help me out and wind this one in?
Sure, buddy.
So as he was taking off, I saw him scream away. Would be a flatsy. Put my hand on the top, just tightened up, set the hook, and then set the drag now. The Laguna 2500 Darwood Laguna 10 pound nylon. It's a lot of fun, this is. Gonna want, Daddy. The nice thing with those hooks, they pretty much set themselves almost. You don't really need to strike, but also it's not a silver hook, it's a black nickel, so a little bit more camoed. You'll notice I'm keeping the rod tip up the whole time. What that does, is it gives basically 90 degrees from here to the line, and that rod tip absorbs any sudden shake, any jerk. You don't want any excessive pressure onto the tackle. If your rod's straight and the fish bounces, your drag sometimes can't keep up with that quick jerk, and that's how sometimes you break off. The lottery system here, we actually don't even know what we have. There's been a lot of brown skates and small honeys, and yeah, could be one of those. Sometimes the wings flapping on the line, you can feel like a head shake. So it could be a grunter or it could be a skate, we're not sure yet. Off! Oh no! I felt him go around some structure. So you know what that was?
What?
I'm telling you, he got eaten. I'm telling you right now, that fish got eaten.
Could have, eh?
I felt the slack, I felt the bump. I'm telling you, that fish, huh?
Could well have, eh?
That fish got eaten. I was thinking, and I felt slack bump, and I was like, gonk, and coming back. And then off. You can see halfway up my leader, and they were so close to the surface. Jeez. I know you get Zambesis in here. Last year, the year before, the guys have caught them. My live grunter. Quite devastating, actually. I don't know. It would have been nice to have got a number plate on it. It felt like a grunter, but it might have been a brown skate. We're not sure. Anyway, let's have another throw. We actually didn't get a bite after I lost that fish to a shark. I just think that you might find a sharks in the area. We literally didn't get a bite for another 20 minutes. So we're going to round up the day soon. We're just having one last roll of the dice back in the deeps. We got a better fish in the previous show. So we just come close to a ship. Not too close, not supposed to be too close, but 14 meters of water. We're going to go down. I'm fishing with a dropper loop trace again. I've changed rigs. 2 hooks with a 3/4 ounce at the bottom. And drift around and hopefully get another good fish.
End of the day, like one of the last rolls of the dice. See if we can hit that last bonus fish for the day. There we go. Oh, wow, that is a real smallie, eh? That's the smallest one we've had today. Say cheers, bud. Gone away. Pair sinker bounce on the bottom. There's a little bend in my little laguna. Even the small fish are great fun. Oh, not a bad one. That's a good little grunter. Must be close to 1.5 Lloyd here. Huh? It's a good little one. Once again, fortunately, a bit down. Yeah. Look at that beauty. Spotted grunter. Great fight on light tackle. Let's get him back. Cheers, mate. On.
Oh, little guy. Unfortunately. We just had a commenting now, they're quite extraordinary day. It's just been grunter. More often than not, you get loads of other fish. Tiny little guy. Spotted grunter.
Corner. Yeah, nasty lip hook. Just bad.
Nice. I think it's giant, but they're good fish. Generally you find the smaller fish are more erratic. You see like a coming up, and you see they don't have that much weight in them. They go and they come, they go and they come. Those giants. Out of the corner. Gonk, 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 grunter. Like a little fish. Alright.
Ends a nice little afternoon session in Durban Harbour. Nothing spectacular. Lloyd lost a very nice fish. We still don't know what it was. Probably eaten by a Zambi. But you'll never know. And that's what keeps us coming back, I'm guessing. Still, a couple of nice grunter on this light tackle. These Lagunas, Procasters. Great little outfits to target all these little fish on. Any size fish is a good fight with us. So well done, Lloyd.
Man, thanks for a great day. It's awesome.
We'll see you guys next week.
Cheers, guys.